Taga Luzon farmers. Okay, Visayas farmers. Alright, how about Mindanao farmers? Okay. So magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. Sa mga kaibigan natin Muslim, assalamualaikum. I'm here today. First of all, I appreciate you for being here. We are spending a Saturday afternoon where I really feel that it's time to get working. Okay? I really feel that it's time to get working. Second, we are at the verge now of literally feeding ASEAN. Right? Allow me to share to you my journey in a bit, but I want to thank you for being here only because sobrang developed na yung Metro Manila. We need to develop the rural areas. Okay? I hope my story will become maybe just a beacon of pwede pala. Right? Na pwede palang kumita sa agriculture. But at the same time, we also started to notice that there are so many issues in the Philippine agriculture only because we are an archipelago. Isla tayo. So I do not understand why supply chain needs to come from Metro Manila. Na pwede naman, for example, I was in the Bicol region last year, and the hotel owner tells me, "Oh, bakit yung gulay namin dyan nagagaling pa ng Metro Manila? Friends from the Mindanao region, Jai, bakit pupunta pa ng Metro Manila tapos nalalaman namin pupunta ng ibang lugar?" It's funny because there's so many underdeveloped land. Tama ba? So the question is, what is lacking? Alright? What is lacking? So, I'd like to share to you my story, but usually, these are the common questions. Let's confirm if these are your questions. May lupa kami, anong magandang itanim? Sino may ganong tanong sa ngayon? Okay. Alright? So these are the common questions we encounter. Second, is there a career for me in agriculture? Who was looking for a career here in agriculture? Okay. Very good. Now, may pera ba talaga dyan? A lot of tayo lumilingog, right? But the question is, how do we sustain it? Next is, how will technology help me in my personal agricultural journey to prosperity? I really, really believe that if we strengthen our agriculture industry, our economy will be very stable. To be honest, we are high net importers na po tayo. And that is actually a challenge. I don't see it as a negative thing. I see it as a challenge only because our neighboring countries learn here. We have the brightest minds, to be honest. I've been to different areas in ASEAN, and then tinatanong ko sila, bakit very prosperous? Tour guide namin yung may-ari ng farm. Siya may-ari ng kotse na pinapalit sa amin, siya may-ari ng hostel, and all of these things. Sabi niya, it's because we understand that agriculture is part of our belief system. Right? So I really believe that we need to keep that respectable distance with government. I appreciate them. But at the end of the day, it's gonna be you and me in the private sector to really drive this nail to the ground. And I'm really, really excited because technology, to be honest, it's just a tool. At the end of the day, it's gonna be you and me and our action points and properly strategically moving things forward to get it moving. To be honest, walang shortage sa pera sa agriculture. Kung may plano ka, ang daming resource. Question is, ang laban talaga dito, sino ang pinaka-organized? Right? So, let's go through this journey. But before I start, allow me to share with you my personal story. This is my family. Ito po ay sa aming fish pond sa Butuan City. Okay? Ito po yung pinaka-sulukan ng purok. Alright? Sa Barangay Bapag. Alright? Ito yung pinakadulo na malapit na talaga sa dulo ng Agusan River. This is the neglected area of the region, but just in the last 5 years, ginawa na po siya ng national highway. Saka pa lang po kami nagka-electricity at saka flowing water. Imagine, only in the last 5 years. But the nice thing about it, the Build, Build, Build program has actually seen this area as a potential growth because it's near the port. So buti na lang sabi ko sa mama ko, "Ma, buti na lang hindi mo binenta." Right? How many of you here know that it's common story na benta lupa kasi wala nang picture dyan? To be honest, kung hindi nyo pa nabenta lupa nyo, thank your parents. Right? Now, growing up, I actually had a different path in terms of education. Instead of going to college, I ended up going here. For 5 years. This is my college years. And I learned the value of work. Dapat po, hindi po tayo matakot magtrabaho. Right? Why? Work is the manifestation for you to become your future self. Right? And I really believe for us to be able to be nationally prosperous, it's supposed to be each individual working towards their land and allowing land to do its magic. Kasi sa totoo lang po, you look at it on a, there's a saying that if you plant, the harvest is 100-fold if you know how to work on it properly. Right now, this is my 5 years, right, in Bukidnon, and dito po namin natutunan what program planting means. Kumita po kami dito, pechay lang po. Pechay, mais, and all of that. And we were just supplying the local market. I'll give you a story. We were producing around, technically, 1,000 to 1,500 kilos a week from this at 25 pesos per kilo. Eh sabi ko dun sa suki ko, "Ate, 20 pesos. Basta lagi mo akong kunan 20 pesos. Pag short ang supply, priority kita. Pag sobrang supply, priority mo naman ako." So we built that relationship. Because of that, we were able to program plan. Buhay kami. At the same time, I also learned to endure and enjoy my work. Kasi sa totoo po, pag nagtatrabaho sa farm, mahirap. Tama po ba? It's frustrating. Tama po ba? Very, very frustrating. Kasi you're against nature. You're against sometimes people. Okay, you're against circumstances. So, to be honest, the toughest people in the land are actually farmers. Tanong ko, ba't natin sila may namaliit? I think it's high time for us to be able to give dignity to the agriculture sector. That's why sinasabi namin sa company namin, we want to dignify agriculture through technology. And I'll explain that later. Also, I learned that everything that we do and everyone in the ecosystem has a purpose. Every activity, sometimes we're so concentrated on the fruit, we forget to work on the process. Right? There's a saying, you will know them by their fruit. Right? But in reality, the fruit is a natural byproduct of a healthy plant or an organization. And it's the same mindset that we are applying in our organization. Walang resource, walang pera. Does that mean I won't work? Does that mean na hindi ako gagalaw? No. In reality, you already have the key, you already have the resources available to you. Bakit hindi ka binibigyan ng madami, ng extra? You know why? Filipinos have become such bad stewards of our properties. Sorry diretsuhan tayo. I don't want to waste your time here, so diretsuhan tayo. So I believe everyone here wants to become better stewards of our properties, lupa natin. So what do we do now? Also, I learned how to sell in the wet market. Ang nagturo po sa akin ng quality, ang mga tao po sa wet market, Jai, ang pangit-pangit ng gulay na dinala mo sa akin today. Bakit ganyan? Eh, ma'am, kulang sa tubig or whatever, right? Bakit di namin na-sprayan or whatever, right? But again, the training ground was the wet market. So do not despise these people. Kasi baka lang, these are the people who will teach you the golden nuggets of life. I found my golden nugget. I found my golden nugget in Genesis 1. And I really realized, when I realized this very, very early, that all of us are designed to be fruitful in life. Not just biologically, but in every aspect of life. I started to apply this, but I had zero resources. I had zero resources. Ang tanong nila sa akin, Jai, anong puhunan mo when you started your business? Ang sagot ko, paniniwala. and pawis. Hindi pwede paniwala na dapat may pawis din. So when we started the company of iFarms Incorporated, it's not actually, it just came overnight. It was actually an accumulation of years of frustration and experiences going through the value chain, and I'll share that to you later. So sabi ko, when we started noong 2015, it was actually just gyros when we started the company, right? All I had was this idea, but again, the idea is not new. I'm not presenting a new idea. We're just organizing it in a better way. Now, sabi ko, if I don't have a contract yet, the first thing I'll do is I'll make a contract to myself. And here in my hand is the same contract I wrote to myself. 2017 of October. Medyo baliw ako, no? Sinulatan yung sarili ng kontrata. Right? And it says there, it says here, our vision is to be able to fill there to make it productive. I found another nugget of wisdom. I found it in the book of Habakkuk. Sabi dyan, sometimes we have ideas, tama po ba? Sometimes we have ideas na you get frustrated kasi lagi siya sa isip mo pero nag-frustrate ka, hindi mo malabas-labas. The first step is to visualize your vision. To put it in words and writing. It says there, write down the vision and make it simple on tablet so that the messenger may run with it. For the vision awaits an appointed time. You have to realize, ngayon pa lang kami lumalabas sa market and we haven't even marketed ourselves yet. I wrote this 2017. I started the company, re-register pa lang po yung company. Kasi yun yung gusto kong gawin. Okay? Hindi ko alam paano mag-merge ng technology at agriculture. But I already had that nugget of an idea. And then over time, I started sabi ko, mangyayari to one day. Mangyayari to one day. Mangyayari to one day. To those who know me, this is all I've been talking about for the last 5 years. It's been very, very frustrating, but at the same time, people are also telling me, Jai, suntok sa buwan yung ginagawa mo. FYI, we're in 2020. It's a reality now. My puhunan was this vision that I really believe is my purpose in life. But now it's time to share to everyone else. Now, this is the simplified version. And I want to slowly introduce you to our company. And this is a philosophy that we really stand by on a daily basis. We say, fill the earth and make it productive. Right? We want to dignify agriculture as a noble and worthy profession. We want to see young Filipinos go back to their land and choose the agricultural path as a way to prosperity. I really believe that if we're able to organize this in the next decade and our children's children will be able to feel the real prosperity that we are saying. Now, in other countries, we also see that, to be honest, the farmers in other countries are the ones in really nice cars, are the ones running the economy. But at the same time, what do we do today to be able to reach that? Okay? Let's get that picture in our mind. I'd like to introduce to you to our organization. And some of them are here. This is our organization. And the question was, Jai, what have you been doing all this time? From 2015 up to today, what have you been doing? We have been building an organization. Why? Because hindi namin kaya mag-isa. We really cannot do this alone. We want to collaborate with as many people and people who are dedicated to their farms to be able to activate it. We are in the enabling and activating business. But we have to apply principle and methodologies to be able to effectively use the technology that we have today. Again, there's so many types of technologies, and we want to collaborate with as many people as we need to. You know why? Because again, if you plant that one seed, ang multiplication niyan, mas madami po talaga if we're able to program it properly. So we have a core team. Core team is administrative. We have our tech developers. Our tech developers are based in Mindanao. Why Mindanao? I told my friend who has a technology company there, sabi niya, Jai, nag-relocate ako dito. Sabi ko, bro, and gusto niya na i-start yung company. Sabi ko, no. Leave your company there. Thrive there. Thrive where you're planted. Sabi ko sa kanya, I'll be your consistent client. So we've been working together and now we have a continuous relationship and it's been a good 2 years. So the idea, people now start to align with you only because they want to contribute their skill sets. Right? Now, we have a legal department. Ang sabi ko din sa legal partner ko, sabi ko, attorney, I cannot afford you. But this is what we want to happen. Sabi niya, Jai, sino nagtawag sa'yo dito sa opisina ko? Ako ba yun? Ikaw po. Then, I'll help you set up your company. So my first partner was actually a legal attorney. Sabi ko, because agriculture is very legal. If you do it on a proper basis, marami pang technical